Hi there guys, this is Farmer Bob. Welcome to my channel guys. Great to be back with another Sandveld conversion video. Yes, if this is the first time on my channel, see, almost looks like these cars are flying in the air. If you quickly look up on that angle, it sort of looked like it. But anyway, if this is the first time that you join us on my channel, a warm welcome to you. Please do remember to subscribe and to like the content, especially if you do like it. Really appreciate that. Great, man, guys. So in this episode, which I believe is episode 6, is it? Could it be 6? Let me just have a quick browse. No, it's episode 7, man. Sorry, episode 7 already. Can you believe it? Oh, wait, it flies by. Anyway, so in this episode, we're going to do the shop trigger, because the shop is already there, and we've done that. The shop actually just needs some flags and a few more other stuff, but it is there. So we're going to do the shop in this one, as well as maybe have a look at one of these Sellpoints, the Cape Agri Sellpoint. So yeah, let's get stuck in with all of that. Great, man. So first things first. The shop. How the shop works, the shop is a hotspot. It's not a normal placeable trigger. It's a hotspot, so it works differently. It works out of your map.xml. So we're going to go to our map.xml, open that up, and you'll find the shop line there. If you don't have a shop line, just copy one from any of the in-game maps that have the shop line. So just copy it there and drop it in here so you have the right stuff, and then we're going to obviously now just have a look at how to do that. Alright, so what I want to do is just make this look nice like that. And then now in the shop we need a shop trigger. Now the vehicle shop is a is already set up in your map. If you use one of my start maps, it will be there. But if you don't have that, open any in-game map. Especially use the one that's map XML you're going to use. So use that map, and then export the vehicle shop and import it into your map like so, and then you'll sit with the spawn place points and as well as the shop trigger, which is the one we want. Now you'll notice that the vehicle shop is different because it's got 000 on the transform, and then you just move the trigger. So in this case, we want to find the entrance of this place, which will be here, I think. Yes, there's the door. So we want to put it in here or close to the door. So Control and B to drop it here, just like that. And that is the vehicle shop trigger. Easy as can be. Now, what you're going to do is grab this directory or coordinates, Control Shift Charlie, Control Shift C, and just overwrite the teleport world position, not the world position. Alright, so you open, make sure you're on the shop, and then just overwrite that there, Control and V, and then just shorten the coordinates down to just 2 decimals. Okay, so let's go to 3 there, and then copy the X1, which is the first. So copy, and then overwrite this one here, Control V, the world position. The same with the Z, so it's X, Y, and Z. So copy that and drop this here, like that, so that it shows you that. And that is all you need to do for the, it's not all, but that's all you need to do to get the shop icon in your map. So save it there, and then back into the map. Now we need to just add this to place spawn points for the vehicles. Now I'm going to do 1, and how this works is you take the whole transform, Control and B for Bravo, drop it, and then I think it's to the blue where the other point is. Let's just have a look. No, it's to the red. Alright, so to the red is where the direction is of your thingamabob. So I'm going to just make this 90 degrees for me to rotate it, and then click on the end, and then just move the end to where you want it. Alright, so don't move it up and down because it's going to be skewed then. Just rotate it and then move it to the right or to the left Well, it all depends on your situation, on obviously how much space you have and what your map looks like and all of that. So I'm going to leave mine like that. That's the 1. Now we're going to take number 2, and I think I'm going to drop it down here. There's a nice long place for it to go. Control and B, and start up there like so, and then go that to 0. And the end point for that, mind you, I don't want to clash with this one here that's going up there. So start, I suppose that's more than enough space for lots and lots of vehicles. And you never really buy that amount of vehicles anyway. And that, guys, believe it or not, is everything there is for the vehicle shop. Now, the next thing we want to do is grab the selling station vehicles. That is not the vehicle shop. That is your normal workshop where you modify vehicles. Now the workshop selling station vehicles, I don't see it here, but we can import it directly out of I think the map US. So let's have a look again in my trusty map here, my placeables XML. So we're going to call it selling, let's just make vehicles. Let's just search for vehicles, and then we should find it. Vehicles by selling station vehicles. There it is. Okay, so selling station vehicles. Grab that line, Control X. This is just the green that you see here. It's the placeables XML for the map US. So don't get confused. I just have it here in just to make things easy like this, you know. But you can now obviously go in your own and open FS22 like so, and then go data placeables map US. Sorry, that will be data maps map US, and then placeables.xml, and you'll find the same stuff that I've got here. All right, I've just pasted it in here, or have it in here, to make life easy, you know. I'm having some tea here in the background, guys, so if I'm slurping away, just excuse me. Great stuff. Okay, so selling station vehicles, that's what we've got. And now we know where it is. It's under map US selling station vehicles, vehicles XML. And now we just go straight into the map and import that directly from that same directory. So we want the i3D this time. So there it is. It's Farming Simulator 22 data placeables, map US selling station vehicles. There it is. And there's the i3D. And now we've got it here. So I'm going to Control X for X-ray. Just cut it and then drop it once again in my placeholders like so. And then the next thing we want to do is put down the little chevrons or the markers, map trigger markers. Do I have a selling station vehicles? Yes, I do. Control and B for Bravo. Drop it down here, just like that. And I think that is quite spiffy. Maybe I can put it like sort of like that, you know. And then the next thing we want to do is now under placeholders, grab that one, Control and B for Bravo again. Rotate this any way you want. I'm just going to go there, make it 90, and then like so, and then sort of align it a little bit like that, and then just space it, and that should be perfectly alright. Great. And now you just select the transform, the main transform. Once again, grab this, Control Shift C for Charlie, and make a note of that 090 there, so we don't have to come back for it. So we just overwrite this here. Oops, not that. Almost made a mistake. Control and V for Victor, and 090. Like so. And then last but not the least, we're going to grab our whole line here, Control and C for Charlie, go into our mod desk for Sandveld, and our next line here, we overwrite that XML line and put a dollar in front, like so. And there it is, guys. Our selling station vehicle is installed. Right. I think that is quite spiffy, as well as our shop is done. So we are ready for that. So that is all done for in-game play. You can buy and sell vehicles, and you can come customize here if you want, but we're going to put a workshop on the farm anyway, so that should be all right. Great. So now, Sellpoints, guys. This one here, this is Cape Agri. Cape Agri is one of the agri sell places that sell to the farmers, you know, seeds and all kinds of stuff. So we want to add a sell point here. Now to add a sell point, we have a few options. So we're going to have a look at, let's just quickly have a look at what is available here. That's production chains, selling stations, generic. Okay. So the first one is the farmers market. Now the farmers market has also got a bale sell point where you can sell bales. So I kind of like that one very much. So let's do that one. So I'm going to grab this one, Control X once again, drop it here on top, Control V, like so. And then we want to obviously not have this in the base game, so we're going to definitely put it in our map directory. So I'm going to overwrite this like so. Farmers market. Alright, so now we need to copy that. Alright, so go back into the FS22 directory. Now that's map backups. Can actually leave this open here. So maps, map US, data, placeables, map US, and then selling station generic and selling station farmers market. Alright, so copy that, Control C, back into our map, XML file, Control V, selling station farmers market. So I'm going to rename this because I know it's Cape Agri. So I'm going to rename it to Cape Agri so that I know what it says. Cape Agri, like that. And now we want to copy this name, Control C, back into our XML, overwrite that. So I just double click it like so. Leave the map bound ID, all right, and then selling station Cape Agri. Leave that like that. That's fine. And then obviously we're going to get to the i3D now. The i3Ds doesn't matter, but we need to import the i3D and to place them now, obviously to get the position data. So we're going to import placeables map US, selling station generic farmers market. There it is. Now this boy will have two. Alright, so unloading station is Cape Agri. Now this names that I put here, it's absolutely irrelevant, so you don't need to worry about the names. Let me just drop that in there like so. That's in my placeholders, transform. Okay, so this one, Control and B for Bravo. Let's get it here. The one with the doubles is a bale sell point. This one is the selling station generic. I'll show you now how to determine that. But what I want to do first, so I want to move it close to this wall. Big tip there, guys. Okay, move it close to the wall so I can just get the alignment with that wall sort of parallel to it, you know, and then we can move it about, put it the way you want it or whatever, you know. So I'm going to put it somewhere here where it's nice and accessible. So if you come down here with your tractor, you can drive over it and have enough space to make a U and go out again. So I think that will be fairly comfortable. Good. And then up and down, to go down just until the lines disappear like that. It should be fine. So there's our trigger set up. And I just want to make sure of this rotation. This rotation sometimes throws your eye out. I'm going to do it next to that wall. Yeah, no, that's fairly good. I'm not going to be bothered much about that. Yeah, I like. Can move it a little bit closer. Yeah, that should be all right. So you can still come in over there. Good. Right. Now, same drill. Just want to go into my placeables and make sure, yeah, we've got it here. So all we need is position data once again. Control Shift copy. Drop this in here. Position data, just like that. Control and V for Victor. And then a rotation this time. We have 0 minus 44,839. Copy that. And then just go there like so. Okay. And then, last but not the least, from after the map directory, Control and C for Charlie, into our mod disk for the store data, and then overwrite this one here. Control and V. That's our next one. Great. Now we need to bring that XML in. Okay, so that is save, and that is save. And now in the XML selling station Kaap Agri, we want to call this, instead of Johnson's Farmer Market, which is the FS22 sell point, the farmers market, we want to call it Kaap Agri, like that. And then here you can see what bales and what products to sell. It's even got products, which is nice. The agris also have products, you know, so it's very nice. There's the seeds and the cotton and the wood chips, all that kind of stuff that you can sell there. So that's very, very, very handy, very nice. Good, so I'm happy with that. I wanted to show you how to determine what trigger is what. I'll just quickly show you. If you open this i3D, you'll see that you've got the bale trigger. So there, it's already telling you that one is the bale, and this is the grain trigger. So your grains will spawn there. And what will happen now, you see this, what product is the node? One of these will be the node for the unload trigger grain. I think it might be in here. That's the marker. So unload trigger grain will probably be the node for the gate. So it spawns a gate there for you. The bale point has just got a little tip truck trigger, you know, or an icon. So if you now go into your XML, I've already closed it. So if you open that, you'll see there's dynamically loaded stuff. There it is. So that's your grain gate link node, and it calls grain gate link node. That's the node that it calls. So in your i3D, you can find grain gate link node. Where is that? Grain gate link node. There it is. So it will spawn at that node, and that's it. How simple it is, guys. So the XML calls the dynamically loaded part, and it will load this this i3D selling station generic. You can actually change this to one with no cover, which I actually personally prefer. So if I can show you how to do that too. So if you go to selling station generic, it calls placeables, selling station generic. It calls this one selling station generic. You see there's the one it calls, and this is the one without a cover. So that's the one with the cover. It looks like that. It's got this cover that opens and closes, which is actually nice. But if you don't like the cover, and some places where you're under a roof, you've got a sell point that's under a roof, you don't need a cover. So then all you do is you take this name and you paste it in there. It says selling station generic, no cover. So just paste it in there and it will load that one for you with no cover. You see, so that's basically how it works. Great. So now we've hit another thing on the nose, another sell point. So I think maybe we can hit another one. Maybe we can do the BGA together with all of this, because the BGA still needs to be done. This I'm going to leave for a later video, because it's anhydrous ammonia. It's a weird name. Anyway, so let's drop a BGA in here. So let me show you how to do the BGA as well. Good. All right, so BGAs, there's a host of BGAs. Now, I think it's the 2.5 megawatt or something, which is nice. So we'll go there. So it's under placeables once again. And Plan ET has got all your BGAs. The 250 kilowatt, not 2.5 megawatt. So it's actually not a very big BGA, a 250 kilowatt. But anyway, that is, in my opinion, probably the better one, or the smallest, nicest one. Let's have a look how it looks. So import, placeables, Plan ET, 250 kilowatt. I think it was a 250, but I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look. Control and B for Bravo. Yeah, there it is. Nice. You see, it's nice and compact. So that's what we need for this area. And nice and compact BGA. So you can come in here, zzz, over the triggers and make a UE and go out. We can actually move this back a wee bit. There's nothing in the back to do. Because there's your three, sorry, there's your three triggers, 1, 2, 3. So that is how simple it is, guys. There's nothing more to do. Just do that one. That is perfectly all right. Just move it up a little bit like so. Oh yes, and I want to obviously drop this in there, like so. Plan ET BGA 250. Now to put this down, guys. Now to put this point down, there is a the map, Alpine map, has got one of these, I think, in its XML. So let's have a quick browse there. Just grabbing a sip of honey. Back to data, maps, map Alpine, and then placeables. Now this Alps BGA. Okay, this is not going to work. All right, let's do it the right way, guys. I'm going to show you the right way to do this. I just want to save my map just to be safe. So we're going to go open Steam. Where's my Steam gone to? My Steam is missing. So let's just open that. Steam. My Steam is totally missing. I don't even see it. How can I not see it? Steam. There you go, Steam. Unfortunately, if my Steam is not open, then I can't open the game. So your Steam needs to be open. Great. So while that is loading, I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do now. What basically Farming Simulator 22. There you go. Launching. So basically what we want to do is drop this BGA just in a base game map, save it, and then check the placeables of that save game for the line for that BGA. That's how easy it is to get a in-game placeable into your map, you know. So it's just a matter of putting it into a base game map. So I'm going to use Elm Creek, and while that is loading, so and from the placeables of the base game map, you can copy the line and then just modify the line to your map, you know. Basically what we've been doing all night of all day or whatever, you know. So yeah, not too difficult. Okay, so now no, I just get all of the formalities out of the way. We just need to load some bucks because the BGA is fairly expensive. Just drop a few bucks in the bank. And not that. I want to escape and then purchase. Doop. Construction. Where it will be under productions. Buildings. Could it be in here? No, it's not there. Could it be under silos? Nope, it's not there. I can't remember where BGAs are. Landscaping, selling points, greenhouses, orchard generators, factories. Oh, here we go, right in front of me. So that's a 99 kilowatt. That's the 250. So let's add that here into the map. Overlaps. There you go. So you just place it down, guys. That's all you need to do. Just drop it down, escape twice, save the game. And there it is, all done and dusted. And now we can quit, go out. Very easy. Nothing fancy. Just easy going. Now, into our, let's open a new tab. And then we go into Farming Simulator 22. This time, and Save Game 2 was the one we used. Placeables. Why don't I see it? There it is, placeables. And then right at the bottom, you will find your placeable for Plan ET. There it is. So all you do is click on the name placeable, and it will show you everything that you need to copy. So all the purple and in between the purple is what you need to copy. So I'm going to select there, like so. Control and C for copy. Go into our placeables. I can actually close this agri now. We're done with that. Selling station bales we're done with. And that is placeables for Alpine. Alright. And then drop that line in here. There it is. And what nice is, you've got a production point and the storage you can set which farm you want. So also very nice. So I can now own this or I can decide not to own it. So yeah. So I'll leave it as is because it's always nice to have the option to go to the BGA, drop your stuff in there, and the storages will be accounted to you because it's your stuff that you've dropped in there. Right, so the next thing you want to do is get rid of this ID. Just delete that, and then age and price. You can delete that too, like so. Farm ID. Okay. Now, note that we didn't make it default farm property. None of this is still farm stuff, so we don't put this to default farm property. Okay, so now we need to just do the positioning and rotation as always. So we grab that one, make a note of that, it's 0. Control Shift and C for Charlie. Back in here and overwrite this boy here. Control and V for Victor, and that is 0, 0, 0. Very nice. Placeable production, and that's it, guys. And now just for our store items, we want it in the mod desk. So we copy the whole line. Control C for Charlie. Open your mod desk, and the next one available is that one. Control and V for Victor. And remember the $, very important, otherwise it will tell you I don't find store items for this item or store data for this item or stuff like that. Good. Right, so guys, that is the BGA done. Now the BGA normally have the clamps here as well for the silage. So I wonder if I should add clamps this time. I'm gonna rather leave the clamps because we've got a clamp on the farm, guys are not very happy to drive that far, you know, to it's a 4 times map. It is right on the other side of the map, guys, right there. I fly with this thing very fast. I've got my speed at 40, my nav speed, you know, so you will not drive this map that quickly in in the game. Alright, so the clamp is right here. There's no point in having an extra clamp on the map, so I'm going to not put an extra clamp. So we're going to do that clamp and lay out the whole farm in the coming videos, guys, so bear with me, we'll get there. So I'm just going to populate this area with a bit of props later on. I've got a nice set of deco here right at the bottom of the map. For instance, if you go there, what's this thing? This basket chair's got no textures. And this thing's also got no textures. That is not good. What happened to them? Oh, there we go. So I'll have to have a look at those. It doesn't have textures. So there's all my placeables that are my props that I'm going to put in the map. Now what I do with props, guys, you have a problem with props in the game. At your normal sell points and all those places, it's not a problem dropping any of these things down. But if you put this on your farm, I can guarantee you 9 out of 10 guys is going to ask you, wow, how can I get rid of the props? I don't like the props on the map. How can I get rid of? Now the problem with that is, if you take this thing and put it there, if it's not, if it's static, your tractor can't even move that thing. That's how stuck it is to the ground. So what I do with props, every little prop I have on my map, if I put it on the farm, at the sell points and that, or anywhere else in the game, it's alright. But if you put it on the farms, the guys always want to move it or get rid of it. So what you do is you just grab the bucket, for instance. Let's use the galvanized one. And then you, at the rigid body, if it doesn't have a rigid body, you give it one. And then you go into here and you make it dynamic, like so. Now, I'm going to have to take this bucket now and just go up to the ground and drop it on the ground. Control and B, like so. But I'm going to show you what happens now is I'm going to lift it up a little bit, like so, off the ground. So now it's got dynamic features. So I can now press play and see what it does. If it turns around, like this is now a round thing, and this map is at a slope, so it will run until it stops. So if it does this, it means it is a good product to have as a dynamic thingamabob, you know, because what happens is, if it does all kinds of jumping around, jumping up and down, or any of those things, then you can't. What I normally do with those is I put them at places where I don't want to move them around, like shops and like at the BGA, for instance, or whatever, you know. So yeah, just as a tip, guys, just a tip. And now I just want to rotate this back to 0 so we can drop it underground again at the rest of the stuff, like so. Good. So that is what I thought I will just share with you as well. So all my farm props I do that way, make it dynamic. So what I'm going to do with that one just now, just leave it static because I haven't placed it yet. If I press play now, it's going to fall into Kingdom Come because it's under the map. And you don't want stuff flying into space, you know, almost, or maybe go to China from here, you know, that type of thing. Good. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I think that was more than enough for another video or another episode. We've done quite a bit in this episode. We've done the selling station vehicles, we've done the shop and the BGA, so as well as one of the sell points, the Cape Agri. So we've done quite a bit in this episode. Yeah, and we'll take it from there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You guys are awesome. Remember to like and subscribe, and a big thank you to my Patreons. You guys are awesome. Have a great and awesome day and week. Catch you on the next one. Cheers.